Welcome to George Finney Stadium for this evening's OAC matchup between Capital University and your Baldwin Wallace University Yellow Jackets. Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Crusaders. Number 1, Logan Weedman. Number 5, Brandon Wu. Number 7, Jamie Robson. Number 9, Chewy Gordon. Number 10, Daniel Bundensa. Number 12, Tyler Wycheck. Number 15, Cole Moskovic. Number 19, Luke Moraes. Number 25, Greg Knox. Number 28, Shane Niemier. And number 30, Matt Schubert. And now here is the starting lineup for your Baldwin Wallace University Yellow Jackets. Junior goalkeeper from Richfield, Ohio, number 38, Patrick Mehall. Freshman defender from Munster, Indiana, number 2, Reed Watkins. Senior defender from Parma, Ohio, number 3, JT Tabanek. Junior midfielder from Kettering, Ohio, number 5, Rafael Davalos. Senior midfielder from Hinckley, Ohio, number 8, Logan Davis. Junior midfielder from Mentor, Ohio, number 9, Kurt Rainey. Freshman defender from Strongsville, Ohio, number 14, Trevor Ham. Junior forward from Parma, Ohio, number 18, Joey Geither. Sophomore midfielder from Aurora, Ohio, number 21, Bryce Posner. Junior forward from Berea, Ohio, number 25, Danny Ruppel. And finally, senior midfielder from Strongsville, Ohio, number 32, Jeremy Faust. BW is coached by Reed Ayers, assisted by Reese Canella, Chris Kraft, Vince Milner, and Ryan Asbury. Now at this time, we ask that all fans please kindly remove your caps as we honor America and those who protect our freedom at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem.
Coming to you live from George Finney Stadium on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Welcome inside our coverage of Yellow Jackets soccer tonight. It's the conference opener, and boy, is this an important game. Baldwin Wallace and Capital, two teams that really need to get off to good starts in OAC competition. Yellow Jackets limping into this one after a 6-1 loss at Grove City. Capital, one of the best teams in the region, although right now, they need to prove that a little bit. They are 6-2, and they've got arguably the nation's top scorer. Alongside Kyle Klimo, I'm Brendan Gulick. This should be a fun night. The temperature is perfect. It's an absolutely gorgeous late September fall weekend in Northeast Ohio. and it features two of the best scorers in the country. Danny Ruppel for the Yellow Jackets, Chewy Gordon for Capital. I think this is a game that BW's had circled on the calendar for a long time, because this is a game that, if they win, would really legitimize the Yellow Jackets' resurgence.
Yeah, it definitely would. You know, Chewy Gordon being one of the top scorers in the nation, as well as Danny Ruppel. I think if BW comes out and wins this game, you know, and concedes, you know, a few number of goals, and I think that puts themselves on the map where, as a defensive team, they're saying, hey, we're not going to let people score us all the time. Obviously, it wasn't indicative at Grove City, but you got to move on from that. I think it could be a really good start to the back.
Yellow Jackets are in the white tops and gold shorts. Capital will be in the silver tops. It's checkered with white on the front. They've got purple shorts on. Visitors from Bexley, which is in the Columbus area. Get rolling here tonight. Wrestle Field at George Finney Stadium under the lights, but they haven't really taken effect quite yet. Starting lineups for the Yellow Jackets would start with them. It's been shaken up a little bit. Danny Ruppel still up top. You're going to see Rafael Davalos, who had the ball at his feet there momentarily. The junior from Kettering gets the start for the Yellow Jackets tonight. He typically comes in and plays good minutes as a reserve, but he's in there as a starter tonight. Logan Davis, a senior. Kurt Rainey, a junior, who's been really good. Joey Geither, also an offensive piece. And then defensively, Jeremy Faust. Let's see who we missed. Bryce Posner, who will play in the midfield. Trevor Ham, Reed Watkins, and JT Taubenik round out the starters, along with the junior goalkeeper, Patrick Mihal. For the Capital Crusaders, they've got a senior in net as well, Logan Weidman. Along out there with him, defender Brandon Wu, defender Tyler Wychek, Paul Moskovic, who's a defender. This one was wide right of the net. Greg Knox, who is a 2017 second team all-conference defender, and Shane Niemeyer is also listed as a defender, but I doubt Capital's going to go 5 across the back. They will probably play a 4-1-2-3 the way it looks now, perhaps a 4-3-3. In the midfield and offensively for the Crusaders, they're going to rely on Jamie Robson, Chewy Gordon, who we mentioned, Daniel Bunshu, who's really a solid option for them, Luke Moraes, a senior and a transfer from Cleveland State, and Matt Shepard, who is a young man from Cincinnati. So that's the starting lineup along with the goalkeeper, Logan White. Yellow Jackets and Crusaders early in the game, 3rd minute, and no score. Capital 6-2 on the season. They are 4-1 at home. This is only their 4th road game of the year. A lot more games than they've won on the road, which is not necessarily surprising, but a luxury. There's a lot of teams that have to go play road games early in the year. And if I may, their 2 losses, I think they're 2 quality sides. First, Case Western Reserve, who is nationally ranked. Posner comes up with that deflection, flicks it toward the middle, but can't find a loophole. The Spartans from Case Western Reserve have surprised a lot of people this year. Case Western has a really, really good team. They beat Capital 1-0 in overtime on September 15th. And Capital's coming into this game off a 3-0 loss to another good team, Ohio Wesleyan, who every year is one of the best teams in the North Coast Athletic Conference. But they beat Wabash, Hanover, Waynesburg, Denison, Worcester, and Thomas More for getting into OAC play here this evening. On the Yellow Jacket side, 5 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. The draw was a 4-4 crazy shootout against Anderson back on September the 8th. Wins over Geneseo, Worcester, Pitt Bradford, Overland, and Waynesburg. The Yellow Jackets have lost to Houghton, Manchester, Allegheny, and the aforementioned loss to Grove City. Now, as you start to think about some of the keys to the game, especially for the Yellow Jackets, who know that they've got to mark Chewy Gordon no matter where he is on the field tonight. Get your thoughts on some keys to the game here in just a minute after this long throw-in comes near side from Greg Knox. Launches it in, middle of the box. It was a really good throw. Heads it out. Right back to Knox, who leads the nation with 9 assists. Played across, good header by Watkins to get her away from danger. at least immediately. And then Gordon flicks it in. Chewy Gordon with his 13th goal of the season on a beautiful ball played in from the corner. Capital strikes early. It's 1-0 Crusaders.
That's a goal for Capital. Scored by number 9, Chewy Gordon. With that assist coming from number 7, Jamie Robson.
Now ties him with Nick West from Messiah, the #1 team in the nation, and Ben Grange from St. Norbert, who's also having a good year. Each of those 3 guys now leads the country with 13 goals, and the Jackets play from behind tonight. So much for getting to the keys to game to Mark Chewy Gordon before he scores.
You know, I mean, he's obviously an aerial threat, so, you know, as a back line, you kind of give yourself some leeway a little bit. You know, obviously the header wasn't ideal, or conceding the goal wasn't ideal. BW, but, you know, that's what you can call a freebie, you know, for now. They weren't, I'm sure they knew most of what to expect from Chewy, but now it's kind of like, yeah, we know for sure that's what he's going to do.
Run ahead by Luke Moraes, but taken away by Trevor Ham.
And then, you know, after they know what they have to do now, it's just a matter of making sure that he's marked while he's in the air. You don't have to necessarily win the ball on a ball across the box to him. Just put a nice little body on him, give him a little, you know, nudge while he's in the air, so that way the header doesn't go where he wants it to. You know, I think it's going to be a matter of making sure that Chewy can't turn. That's going to come from JT and Trevor to make sure that doesn't happen.
Knox bends one in on the backside, still alive. Gordon turns to his right. Taubenik answers him right away. And finally, it comes out for a goal kick.
But, you know, I mean, I think it comes down to JT and Trevor Ham, you know, figuring out how they're going to best make sure that he can't turn and, you know, go to goal. Sometimes it might be necessarily fouling him. You know, further up the field, so it's not in a dangerous spot, but I think once they've sorted out, it'll be a lot easier for the Yellow Jackets, because right now it looks a little rough. They're looking a little confused as to how to deal with how Capitals playing currently, but I think once they figure it out, it'll be a nice change for them, and they'll be able to attack better, possess the ball a little bit better, and then they can go, you know, score some goals and make an extra interesting game.
The perhaps bad news for BW is that Gordon has scored in bunches this year. He hasn't scored only 1 goal in a game all year. He has scored 2 goals in a game 3 times, and he's had 2 hat tricks this season. So getting him going early on is really not a good omen for the Yellow Jackets, who trail 1-0 in the 8th minute. Gordon did not play in the season opener at Mount St. George. Well, actually, that game was not a regular season game. It was a scrimmage. JT Taubenik is pretty upset that he gets called for a foul. He took down Gordon. It was easy to spot with those highlighter green sneakers. Perhaps I should say cleats. Either way, a bad tackle, and now the Yellow Jackets have to build a wall here and prevent giving up a second goal in the opening 10 minutes.
And I mean, JT has, you know, some right to be upset. He looks pretty clean for the most part. If you ask me, the foul from where JT was more on top of the box rather than...
Bunshu and Robson stand over it. It's laid off to the side. Knox rips it into Dowell. Good defense. Robson throws it back to the backside. It all comes together.
That was a good free kick, and a lot of credit to Rob to read that they were going to go short, take the ball to his chest. I think that was a real good goal scoring experience for Capital.
Mentioned that there were a couple of games where Gordon was held off the score sheet. Most recently was certainly the Ohio Wesleyan game where Capital was shut out 3-0. He only got 2 shots off all game, so whatever Ohio Wesleyan did from a defensive perspective, they certainly made him a priority. They wanted to keep him out of the back of the net, so perhaps BW will see some of that. See some of the tape. That will help them out. In the meantime, there was a blatant handball, and the referee chose to ignore it because the Yellow Jackets had advantage. Gordon rips it from a long way out. Guided play by Neal. Left Ruppel and Kurt Rainey scratching their heads, wondering why there was no whistle. But the factor as the official decided BW had possession, so we let play through. Meanwhile, to the middle of the box, needing a little help. Posner steps to it, taken down from behind. That's a penalty. Baldwin Wallace draws a PK, and they've got a chance to tie the game early in this one. The referee pointed directly, and he pointed at what I thought was the spot, but it looks like they're setting up outside the box. I don't have the benefit of replay, Kyle, but I certainly thought the takedown was inside the penalty area. If
nothing else, it was at least within a yard of the box. I mean, he points to the penalty arc, or the penalty spot. I think he's kind of second-guessing himself a little bit because he was a little farther back than he probably would have liked to be. But at that point, it's almost as a referee where you have to look to yourself and say, I called a penalty kick. That's what I'm sticking to. And changing your mind throughout the game is not something you really want to do, especially as a referee.
Coming in for BW, number 7, Cannon Dees.
To the penalty spot.
I mean, his arm was extended, and it looked like it was angled down towards the spot, so I thought it was a penalty as well.
Ruppel and Rainey stand over it just outside the top of the box. Rainey cracks it into the frame. It's deflected twice by the wall. Davis, a third deflection. BW had a great chance, but could not mutually put it on net. Foul called against Gordon. Gives Baldwin Wallace a free kick from near midfield. That is not how you want to start the game. Giving up a goal to Gordon. Being on the wrong end of a tough decision. 1-0 Capital. We're in the 11th minute.
It's definitely not how you want things to start, but you got to go from here, and you got just a bit of time left in the game, so you got to figure it out.
Long one played in, hung in the air just a little bit too much. Morgan Weidman pulled it out of the air, no problem. Temperature is in the low 60s. I think we saw a cloud all day. It's a beautiful afternoon, and it's turned into just a really comfortable fall evening. Congratulations to the Yellow Jacket football team who played at Capital this afternoon. They handled the Crusaders. Convincing 45-17 win for BW. Now the Yellow Jacket football team moves to 4-1 on the season. Gordon for some help. Good clean tackle. Well done by BW freshman Trevor Hand. Now they're going to play up the right side to Ruppel.
Get your goal!
Ruppel certainly marked in the box. Defended by Shane Niemeyer, and he did not win that battle. Effort from Davis. Luke Moraes trying to figure out how that went against him, but that's the decision.
That's the struggle as a player. You get a lot of calls that sometimes you feel are against you, and at the end of the day, you have to be able to deal with that and just move forward.
There were 2 conference games this afternoon, and one was played at 4 o'clock, so perhaps it's better to say 3 this afternoon. 2 of them finished at around 1 o'clock kickoffs. Mount Union stays unbeaten. The Purple Raiders, who are the only team in the OAC that are nationally ranked, they went to 8-0 with a 1-0 win over Heidelberg. Heidelberg upended Wilmington 2-0. But nobody put on a clinic the way John Carroll did over Muskingum. John Carroll Blue Streaks beat Muskingum today 8-0. And they outshot the Muskies 30-2. That is a drubbing. Carroll had 11 corner kicks. Absolutely annihilated the Muskies. So the Blue Streaks, who last year lost their All-American Jesse Marinero. As John Carroll starting to round into form a little bit. The Blue Streaks are now 5-3-1 on the season. Mentioned how good Case is. They lost in overtime Case 2-1. The Blue Streaks also lost at Kenyon, who's a perennial power, 4-0 in the opener. They lost 2-0 at Penn State. week in a scoreless game. They also had a nice win over Ohio Wesleyan, 1-0 in overtime. So Blue Streaks have had a couple good games, a couple bad games. I know John Carroll and BW are looking forward to playing each other. That game will be across town in University Heights Wednesday, October 17th. Just a couple weeks away.
Yeah, it should be a good game, too. They both played pretty well so far. There's a few upsets. They lost. Probably felt they should have won, but that's the nature of the game. I think it would be a very interesting game to go watch and see who wins, because both teams are pretty good contenders.
Jackets down 1-0 on the 13th goal of the season from Chewy Gordon. Came very early, just about 5 minutes in. Robson plays the right side. Taps toward Gordon. He got blocked by Trevor Hand. Played it too far forward, looking for Great deep. Daniel Bunchu brings it in the corner. Faust trying to drive him to the baseline. Instead, Bunchu sends it into the middle. Hall pulls it in off the header. Tonight's Yellow Jacket soccer game brought to you by Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. By Domino's Pizza in Berea, official pizza provider of BW Athletics. Call us 440-891-0030 or online at domino's.com. And also brought to you by the Comfort Inn in Middleburg Heights. Your comfort's just a part of the service we provide our guests. Brendan Gulick and Kyle Klimo with you, 15 minutes in. Capital 1, Baldwin Wallace nothing in the OAC opener here this evening. Free kick coming on the far side for the Crusaders. Niemeyer to take it. Hangs it up there. Hit a driving ball the way he probably hoped. Logan Davis sends it way up the pitch. Danny Ruppel trying to run onto it. He's giving great chase. Ruppel wins a throw-in in the corner. Throws it toward Geither. Flick down toward the middle. Niemeyer clears it out. Moraes taps it to the side. Nifty little play. Bunchu ahead toward Gordon. Davalos picks it off in the middle.
That was a smart decision, too, from Davalos, because he checked his shoulder and made sure he had an option and saw that there was a man on his back. And just put the simple ball backwards to JT and restart. So that was a very intelligent play for him.
Cannon Dees has checked in, by the way. Dees has started a lot of games for the Yellow Jackets this year, but was not part of the starting lineup here this evening. He has 11 points on the season, 3 goals, 5 assists. A couple of game-winning goals. Cannon's been really solid. Robson freed up some space, looking for that last little opening. Takes a touch while he's falling over. Not a clean look. Capital with some real pressure early on. Moraes, double team, trying to find Knox. The Jackets get it out of harm's way, at least initially. Well, Niemeyer is a defender. We've seen him play out wide to the right. We've seen him play out wide to the left. We've seen him at center back. He's literally occupying the entire back line for the Crusaders.
Yeah, I think it shows that Capital's been playing sort of an unorthodox style. You know, as you've seen from an offensive point of view for the Crusaders, when they go forward, they almost bring one of their central midfielders out to the wing, and it becomes almost like a 4 in the back, 2 in the middle, and 4 up top type deal. And I think that's what's really confusing the BW back line is they're kind of getting stuck confused as who do we mark.
Brandon Wu, watch it sail out of play. You're right, sometimes just the confusion of changing up the attack can be enough to create the space you need. And it looks like we're ready to make a sub. And now Posner comes on. And Dees comes off. If I'm not mistaken, I think Cannon came in.
Coming back in for BW, number 21, Bryce Posner.
He said it was a free kick outside the box. Perhaps Posner was dealing with some blood. I think he was sent over to the sideline.
I agree. I think he was too, and I think it was just a momentary fix to have Cannon come in for a few minutes. And it's a good thing that Posner's all right, and hopefully he'll make an impact for the rest of the game and create some chances for UW.
Well, it looks like Cole Hamilton's coming on for Capital. Cole Muskovic, junior defender from Novi, Michigan. Checks out. Novi, Michigan.
And coming in for Capital, number 2, Cole Hamilton.
Pretty sure Novi, Michigan is like 5 minutes north of South Bend, Indiana. It's just over the border. Of course, there's a lot of people paying attention to South Bend, Indiana tonight.
Come on,
Number
BW!
7, Stanford, number 8, Notre Dame. Those who aren't in Northeast Ohio watching number 4, Ohio State, number 9, Penn State, just might be watching a nationally televised game on NBC between the Cardinals and the Fighting Irish. Good football games tonight. 26 minutes left in the first half. Capital 1, BW nothing. Good to have you along tonight. Glad to be here. Greg Knox going to throw in. That was generic. That wasn't just you personally, but glad you
I mean, you know, gotta make it work sometimes.
eventually. Knox, long one in. It's a beautiful throw and another Chewy Gordon goal. What an unbelievable throw from the sideline. He threw a laser over the top of Mihal when he tried to jump up and catch the ball. And Gordon was waiting unmarked on the back post. He has scored twice in the first 20 minutes. Incredible effort.
Go BW!
That's another goal for Capital, scored by number 9, Chewy Gordon.
To throw a ball in from that far in the first place, you know, from one side of the field, essentially 3/4 of the field in width, and then to be sitting there essentially unmarked and this type of free header is, I'm very confused how he got onto it. I mean, congrats to Capital, but that was definitely not what BW hoped for.
14th goal of the season for Chewy Gordon. And at least through the stats that were provided to us at the start of the day by the NCAA, as this one's right in the left area. Rainey with a good strike. Down for a corner. See what we can do with the MIT kids on it.
Go BW! Let's get
Appears to
one!
be the new leader nationally in goals scored. 14 goals.
BW corner for number 9,
Chewy Gordon.
Kurt Rainey.
In the meantime, Kurt Rainey going to take a corner kick. 4:37 on the timer. Swinging in, dangerous play for BW, really close to putting it in. And the header goes off the top, right on the doorstep, and somehow the Jackets can't turn around and put it home. It was dare I say, well, it was Geither, but dare I say, maybe a little careless from Logan Weidman. He, I think, expected the ball to go over the top of the net. It never did.
I think I expected it to go on the top, and I think what happened was that it hit the bar, and the backspin on the ball caused it to come back out toward the 6-yard box. And I think Joey just wanted to smash it into the back of the net, and unfortunately, he just put too much on it and went over. But that was Weidman, I think, was very sure that it was going to go out, and it almost punished him.
Stunning. All of a sudden, Capital running down the backside of the play, and Crusaders win a corner kick. In the meantime, Nick West of Messiah, who also led the country with 13 goals.
That's a corner for Capital by number 7, Jamie Robson.
Nick West has 15 goals. So I can guarantee you that Gordon doesn't lead. Check and see how Ben Prange from St. Norbert did today as well. Meantime, Capital on another corner. Boy, Gordon almost tucked the header in the top left corner. That kid is unbelievable.
He's having a very good game so far, and part of that, goal scoring wise, is that he's very active in the box. He's moving around. He's not just standing still, and it's causing a lot of confusion, I think, for the back line of the Yellow Jackets or for whoever's marking because they end up losing him in the middle of the confusion of the corner kicks, the throw-ins, and etc. I think it's really causing him to be very open and just basically have a free chance on goal. And I think at some point BW's going to have to figure out that maybe the best thing to do at that point is, the guy who's initially marking, put a hand on his back, just so you know where he's going. That way, if Chewy drops off, he goes in the middle of the box or goes behind you, you know where he's going. You don't have to look at it.
Geither trying to penetrate the back line, taps toward Davalos, wide side of the pitch. He's bumped off it, well defended by Cole Hamilton, who came on for a small injury. Davis thought about firing from long range. Gets it back, maybe another chance for him. The left foot was well wide left of his target. Meanwhile, Green Knights of St. Norbert's, who play in the Midwest Conference up in Dubuque,
Coming in for
Wisconsin.
Capital, number 8, Sam Spurk.
Checks out of the game, replaced by Sam Spurk. Ben Prange scored once today. St. Norbert's 4-0 win over Monmouth. So Gordon has 14 goals, Ben Prange has 14. And Nick West of Messiah now leads the nation with 15 goals. Gordon gets a chance after scoring twice in the first 20 minutes. Just to have a little breather on that far side. Capital at the right side of the field. The Yellow Jackets have dug themselves an early hole in a meaningful conference game here to open up OAC play.
It's definitely not how they wanted to start the conference, that's for sure. But I think, they got to move forward from here and fight back slowly, because a 2-0 lead for Capital is still dangerous for any team.
Nehall pulled off his line a little bit there. Capital really threatened. Last year, these two teams closed the season against one another. Crusaders came here senior day for BW. Capital won the game by a final tally of 3-1. Was in that game for Robson, 2 for Gordon.
LBW!
Sends it out. 26th minute. Tapped ahead for Spurk. He got a little opening. Turns and deflects his shot off Trevor Hand. Spurk stays with it. Centers it over. Hand slides down. And now the clock stops and the referee points to the spot. Without question, this is absolutely a penalty upcoming for Capital. I admit I didn't see the actual foul that warranted the penalty. But unlike last time where we thought the official pointed to the spot and apparently did not, this time he emphatically does. And Capital will have a penalty kick coming for Daniel Bunshu. Senior from Cincinnati trying to make it 3-0. It's getting ugly at George Finney Stadium. 25 minutes in and the Crusaders are blowing out the Yellow Jackets.
That's a goal for Capital, scored by number 10, Daniel Bunshu.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to give a PK. I think.
And coming in for BW, number 6, Attila Nagy Jr.
Went to the ground and slid to try and block the cross. I think it might have nicked him in the arm when he was at the ground. I think they called a penalty for a handball in the box, which is not something you want to give up.
No, that's an automatic penalty.
Yeah, and it sucks. It's difficult to deal with as a player because all you're trying to do is, as a defender, to stop the cross coming in, and in the end, it ends up coming back at you and biting you in the butt because you're trying your hardest to prevent a cross. In the end, it leads to a goal, which is very difficult on the morale of a player. But I think right now what Trevor Hammond has to do is a few good passes to boost his confidence up again, and then we can go from there.
Danny Ruppel took a long-range strike. Just hasn't been able to get into any kind of rhythm today. It's 3-0 Crusaders with 19.5 minutes left in the first half. Robson tried to run on it. It's played to Posner near side. Clear cut foul on Capital's Greg Knox. So the Yellow Jackets have now conceded 9 goals in the last 110 minutes.
LBW!
It is not. They drew up. Played out of the back by Rainey. Near side, Robson trying to run onto it. Let's keep it alive. Good fight from Logan Davis. Rainey working his way back to the middle as Davis swings that leg through while he's falling over. He got the shot off cleanly. Hit it with some pace, but easy place Weidman to save it.
Yeah, no, his directed a little too close to Weidman. Very easy to save for him. I mean, it was a good hit for the most part, but you gotta place a little bit more to somewhere where it's gonna make Weidman work a little bit as opposed to just thank you very much.
Not even a whisper of wind to speak of this evening. Comfortable, quiet evening. Perhaps quieter than the Yellow Jackets would like. The fans haven't really even been able to get
Coming in for BW, number 12, Jake Woodruff.
Yellow Jacket sub is a junior defender, Jake Woodruff, and he takes Jeremy Faust off the field. 17:55 left in the first half. 3-0 Capital.
Yeah, and you talk about how quiet it is, both from the fans aspect, but also look at it from the field perspective, where realistically neither team is really communicating. I mean, I hear Mihal, but other than that, it's been kind of lackluster in terms of communication. It almost seems like UW just doesn't want to say anything, which is, I think, odd. I usually hear a vast number of people on the field.
I won't disagree with you, but what I will say is that regardless of Capital's communication, they're in sync tonight.
They definitely are.
The back heel touches, the little slip passes, they've got some real chemistry. This is a very good Capital team. If they continue to play like this with a weapon like Gordon, you can see why they would have OAC championship aspirations. I realize Mount Union's unbeaten. I realize John Carroll is very good this year. Heidelberg is supposed to have a pretty solid team again here in 2018. The fact of the matter is this Crusader team is playing really well this season. This one's headed harmlessly toward the front. Look at the OAC standings up to date. Mount Union, John Carroll, Heidelberg, all 1-0 in conference. And you've got Capital and Ohio Northern, who are 6-2 and 7-2-1 entering play tonight. Ohio Northern is playing Marietta. At the moment, that game is scoreless in the 26th minute. So you're really talking about 5 teams in the league. Maybe Heidelberg's not quite in the same conversation, but they're still a pretty good team. This one slipped through the middle, past Tomanek. Rainey, who's had to play a lot more defense tonight than offense, fed it up to Attila Nagy Jr. Occupying space nicely, Shepard flicks it onward. Nagy sends it back the other way.
Yeah, we talked about the chemistry of Capital currently. It's definitely shown on multiple aspects because, as you said, the back heels, all the nice little fancy flicks and stuff, they're there. But at the same point, it's just they can do that because they know that person on their team is going to be there, and that comes from just flat-out chemistry and just bonding with your team. I think it's shown to be a very big factor for how Capital wants to play, and it's done numbers for them currently. I mean, they've done a very good job of going forward and putting balls on frame, and at the end of the day, they scored 3 goals already, and potentially more to come.
15 minutes left in the first half. We are 30 minutes into the game, and Capital is having their way with the Yellow Jackets. It is 3-0 Crusaders. On the road, playing exceptionally good football, exceptionally good soccer team. We'll try to run onto it. And he heads it into an open spot. Davis collapsing down. We'll call a goal kick. Crusader sub. It's 3 for 19. That means Tristan Bentley, the junior from Archbishop McNicholas.
Coming in for Capital, number 3, Tristan Bentley.
Crusaders make a sub here just past the midway point of the first half.
Let's go,
Tonight's Yellow Jacket soccer game brought to you by the Oswald Company that handle all of your insurance and risk management needs. By Medical Mutual of Ohio, official healthcare provider. Baldwin Wallace University. And by Arena 51 Laser Tag in Middleburg Heights. Prepare for battle. Nagy with one heavy right-footed touch. Kind of fizzled out. Trying to find a way to crack this Capital defense. Right now they're lined up in a 4-1-4-1. Davalos runs right through the midfield. Taps to the left side. Nagy keeps it in. headed cleanly out.
I think it's going to be very difficult to break down this Capital.
Nagy swings it up top. Rainey takes a strike. Low roller. Whiteman's got it.
I talked about formation change almost when they attack, but I think what's even more noticeable is when they defend the formation change. They've turned, when they're defending, they almost turn into a 5-back momentarily to slow things down, and then when things get very slow, they bring one of their 5 defenders that converted from the midfield back to the midfield, and they drop in another striker to make it a 4-1-4-1.
Yeah, it's Matt Shepard that's been kind of playing that flip-flop role, if you will, depending on where they're at defensively. Shepard is essentially playing as a sweeper right now. You can see him significantly lined up in front of the 4 across the back line. Shepard occupies important space. And look, if you're Capital right now, and I don't mean to say this the wrong way, but hard to bust, man. It's 3-0. You're on the road. You got a ton of game in front of you. And I realize BW and Capital have taken the same number of shots here, 8 shots apiece, both teams with 5 on goal. But the fact is, Capital got three quick scores. And the Jackets really haven't taken very many shots from close range. Maybe something here from Ruppel. Slides it in front and from right at the left post. Posner misses wide left. A Capital defensive breakdown. You can see Whiteman vehemently talking with Shane Niermeyer. Boy, the Crusaders
coming in for Capital, number 18, Nick Schaffenberger.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that, you know, being 3-0 down, that you almost have to capitalize on. And I mean, you know, obviously in the play of the game, that it's a lot easier to sit up here and say, yeah, you should have capitalized on it. But I mean, Posner's had quite a few number of good strikes last season, this season. So at this point, it's almost an expectation for him to put an easy tackle like that away.
Tyler Wychik leaves the field. And Nick Scharfenberger, sophomore from St. X, Kentucky, not St. X, Cincinnati. Xavier High School in Louisville. Takes his spot out on the field. Sent across the top of the frame. Reyes back in front. Out a 4th first half goal. This time it's Tristan Bentley who came on as a sub, and now he's in the scoring column. Capital is running away with this.
That's a Capital goal for number 3, Tristan Bentley. And that assist is coming from number 19, Luke Moraes.
That feels nice.
Come on, BW, you guys, come on, get a goal!
Ayers standing on his sideline with his hands in his pockets at the moment. It's time for his team to try to dig deep here and figure it out. Davis and Posner leave the field. Cannon Dees checks on, along with, for the first time today, Ryan Hassel.
Coming in for BW, number 7, Cannon Dees, and number 10, Ryan Hassel.
Okay, let's answer with the goal, let's go! Come on, White!
I'm almost curious.
Keep going, BW, let's go!
Coach Ayers is thinking as to how to, what he's going to say at halftime about the way the game's gone so far and how he feels they can improve.
Well, I will say this in his team's defense. I don't think Capital's had any cheap goals tonight. They've just flat out executed their shots. BW has defended okay. Hasn't been great. The Yellow Jackets have had some build-up offensively. They've had some possession. Kennedy tries to bring it in the offensive end here. Great ball played through the middle. Excellent pass from Dees toward Hassel. It's pulled out okay by Weidman. It's plays like that, at least to me, Kyle, where I see the Yellow Jackets building up. Those plays just start connecting for BW tonight, and the fact is Capital has just sort of sliced and diced their way up the field.
Yeah, and I mean, Capital has done a very good job executing what they've wanted to do and how they've wanted to do it. You know, as you said, BW has had some good build-up at times. I think from here on out, though, the finishing third has got to be much, much better from BW. You know, they've done a fantastic job when they go forward and they're actually intent on going to goal. For 95% of the field, they've kept the ball and done what they wanted to do, and then the last 5% where they need that one ball just to slip across, the shot to be just where it needs to be, it hasn't been executed very well, personally. The ball to Hassel just now from Cannonese was a fantastic ball, but it was almost like Ryan Hassel was just a step off before he got to it. I know Wyman came out, but that's the kind of plays where you have to make it count. And Cannon did a very good job playing the ball that needed to be played, but the last part of that is the finishing aspect, and it's something that BW's lacked tonight.
8:45 left in this first half. It is 4-0 Crusaders. Throw in for Capital right in front of their own bench.
BW!
Coming in for Capital, number 14, Trevor Collins.
Capital makes a sub. They bring Trevor Collins in from Olentangy Liberty High School. Almost total nightfall in Northeast Ohio. The direction you're looking appears pretty dark. Still just a flicker of daylight behind us. The Capital throw in coming. Greg Knox, all conference last year. Knox got his 10th assist of the season on Chewy Gordon's second goal. He did it by throwing the ball into the box. He's got such a great ability to do that. Mihal comes out of his box, and they foul on the Crusaders.
Let's go, BW! Get your goal!
We're at the 7-minute mark of the first half. Get you an update from Capital, or I should say from Ohio Northern and Marietta. They are in the 35th minute and are still scoreless. Ohio trying to get to 8-1 on the season. This team's playing their OAC openers there. Dees looking for Hassel, bends it across the field, over the defender's head to Ruppel. Danny, creative, takes a rip off the left bar, and then it pinballs around across the end line for a corner. Danny Ruppel nearly threading it home. 6:25 left in the first half.
That's a BW corner for number 7, Cannonese.
Get your goal, BW!
Dees will take the corner. Comes away from it. And plays it to the top. It's touched by Rainey. Davalos follows up, deflected. Sunday hop, if you will, right to Weidman. Woodruff looking to throw in.
Then back on to Danny's shot just a few minutes ago where he hit the crossbar. I think that the way that BW is playing currently, if they just get that first one, it could be a very different game.
Coming in for Capital, number 17, Jake Taylor.
To give themselves confidence that they can score the goal, and then I think it could be a lot different game for them.
The fact is, the longer they stay out of the scoring count, the more frustrating it's going to get. At least if you can find a way to just scratch across one.
Let's go, White! Let's go! Get your
Just trying to
goal!
build from there. 4 goals is a lot more than you're not going to do it. Just chip away. Get something moving.
Yeah, you got to go one goal at a time and think to yourself that this is still not as very hard to think to yourself that you're down 4-0 and you're tied. But you have to act as if you are. You're trying to get the game moving. And then you got to do that 4 more times to tie it up, and then maybe a 5th time to put themselves in the driver's seat.
Let's go, White!
Looking to figure out
Defense!
where he can lob it over the
Nice!
top. Hassel goes toward it. That was pretty well defended. Good teamwork as Weidman came all the way out of the box to clear it away.
Hey!
4:10 left in the first half. Launched ahead by Knox. Headed down, straight down, in fact, to the box, and that is a foul. I'm surprised that the referee didn't necessarily approach Saban to put him in the book, but at least to say, hey, that was no play on the ball whatsoever. It was a sloppy tackle. Usually you see an official kind of.
Well, I agree with you. I think that it should happen very soon, if not
Get
on
your
that
goal,
last play.
White!
It should have happened because that is not the first foul from behind.
Get in!
There's been, I believe, that might have been the second or third one in BW's own, box with actually JT being the receiver of all 3 or 2 fouls from behind. So I think that at some point the referee is going to have to start giving some people some warnings and telling them, hey, keep doing this, you're going to be put in the books.
Get it, White!
Jacob Taylor, freshman from Elida, is playing as the sweeper at the moment. Davalos with 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Watkins all the way up the field, connects with Ryan Hassel. So he's tumbling head over heels. He's okay. It's unfortunately part of the reality of playing soccer on a football stadium. Playing at a school that maybe shares sports on the same facility.
That's 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The football field doesn't usually come into play with the track so much, but the soccer field butts much more closely up against it. And sometimes you have guys that'll end up on the track chasing the ball. Guys, you just gotta be careful.
Yeah, you do. Sometimes it's unavoidable, which is kind of sad, but that's the reality of life.
Well, the other side is most of these guys in their high schools played on turf fields, and no high school is
Let's go, White!
the absolute best in schools. Or I should say, the same field that they play. So this is
Yeah, no, I agree. And just having to go down on the track
and indeed,
is a lot more safe.
we're at 1 minute left in the first half. You just got to learn how you brace yourself.
Put it wide, let's go!
Crusaders could not have executed any better here in half number 1. 4-0. 2 goals from Chewy Gordon, his 13th and 14th of the year. Daniel Buncher added 1. Tristan Bentley added 1 in the 35th minute. 25 seconds to play. Seconds to go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it's halftime from George Finney Stadium, and Capital has a commanding 4-0 lead over the Yellow Jackets. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes or so. Get started with the second half. 15 minutes put on the clock. 4-0 Crusaders here at George Finney Stadium.
OEC, a leading technology company in Northeast Ohio, with Baldwin Wallace University to help drive the regional technology industry. By granting unprecedented access to patented technology with real-life application, OEC helps enhance and further BW students' educations while preparing them for their future careers. Together with OEC, BW graduates will continue to shape and grow the regional technology community. Visit us at oeconnection.com.
Today, our whole team is here for you and your team.
Cleveland Clinic cares for athletes.
And the athletes.
We'll get you back in the game.
Whether your goal is moving pain-free, running in the park,
Or hitting one out. Trust Ohio's #1 orthopedic care.
to keep you at your best. Cleveland Clinic is here for you.
Anytime, anywhere.
Find your way to the best care at clevelandclinic.org/access.
When you're filming. Yeah, it's a little close. You're doing a good job following the ball, but I just come out with some hair.
I was listening to my aunt today watching lots of their single clips. It's like, unless it's like, it's and even though it's been a long time, I still should know that you're in a new set before you know what it is. I give my mom a compliment.
Teacher Lexi.
That's what our communication, he's and her.
Just a reminder that tonight's men's soccer game is being streamed live with play-by-play by Brendan Gulick. And that's on the BW Athletics websites at bwyellowjackets.com. And you can also find Yellow Jacket athletic results on that same bwyellowjackets.com athletic website. The men's tennis team will continue the 3-day ITA Central Region Championships on Sunday, September the 30th in St. Louis, Missouri. While the volleyball team hosts 16th ranked Ohio Northern University for an OAC match on Tuesday, October 2nd at 7 p.m. inside the Earsprung Gymnasium. And the Yellow Jackets then hit the road on Saturday, October 6th to take on Otterbein, and that'll be at 1 p.m. While the men's soccer team will continue OAC action by hosting Ohio Northern on Wednesday, October 3rd at 7 p.m. That'll be right here in George Finney. And then BW will be traveling to Otterbein on Saturday, October 6th for the 7 p.m. game inside Memorial Stadium. And the women's soccer team heads out to Ada to take on Ohio Northern on Wednesday, October 3rd at 7 p.m. before they will return home to host Otterbein, and that'll be on Saturday, October 6th at 1 p.m. right here inside George Finney.
For 2 years, it's weird. Like, I don't know. I've had days trying to figure it out. I mean, you don't need to. I mean, you're in grade school. Like,
The football team will be idle until Saturday, October 13th, when the Yellow Jackets host Muskingum University at 1:30 p.m. for Hall of Fame Day and the 1978 National Championship Team Reunion. And the cross-country teams are also idle until Saturday, October the 13th, when the Yellow Jackets compete in the Inter-Regional Rumble hosted by Oberlin College at the Oberlin Cross-Country Course. And the women's golf team concludes the two-day OAC Fall Preview hosted by Mount Union and on Sunday, September the 30th at the River Greens Golf Course in West Lafayette. And the men's golf team competes in the two-day OAC Fall Preview hosted by Ohio Northern on Saturday and Sunday, October the 6th and 7th, and that is at Colonial Golfers Club in Herod. The swimming and diving teams return to action on Friday, October the 19th for a tri-meet with host Ohio Wesleyan University and Thomas More College in the Meek Aquatics and Recreation Center.
Start the second half at Baldwin Wallace tonight, where the BW Yellow Jackets have a steep hole to climb out of. It's Capital 4 and BW nothing. BWYellowJackets.com. Just tuning in, Brendan Gulick along with Kyle Klimo. A night where the Yellow Jackets just flat out didn't come out with the energy they needed to, and give up 2 goals in basically the first 14 minutes of the game. I guess technically it was 19 minutes.
Let's go, BW!
To arguably the top scorer in the country, and Chewy Gordon. He's only 1 goal behind the national national leader. It's frustrating because you know he's basically part of your game plan is find him and stop him.
Yeah, he is definitely a big factor that BW probably wanted to keep out of the back of the net. To let him score in the first 5 minutes was definitely not what they intended to do. But I think that this second half is something where they can look at themselves and realize that the guys are down, so they can kind of play the way they want to play without any consequences. I mean, I guess the one way to look at it is how much worse could it get? Obviously, goals-wise, that's very bad. Sure. I mean, in terms of play style, I mean, realistically, how bad could it get if you let it go on? What do you have to lose, realistically?
Well, you don't have much to lose. So let me ask you this. Obviously, if you can put 5 on the board in the second half of the game, that would be a game for the ages. But shy of coming back to win the game, what would you consider to be a good second half for BW? Where do they need to make an impression on you where you can say, okay, that was a better effort than those last 45 minutes?
I think for the Yellow Jackets, it's going to be coming down to, obviously, putting shots on the frame more consistently. They've had 9 shots, I believe, in the first half, and I believe maybe 5 of them were on frame, but it wasn't. The ones that were on frame for the most part were right at Weidman. I mean, there weren't anything testing Weidman's abilities as a goalkeeper, and I think that for BW to be satisfied despite losing, they're going to have to figure it out.
Ahol punches it. It almost went in anyways. And some creativity from Morini to kick it out of the box.
But BW's going to have to figure out offensively how to make Weidman work a little bit harder to stop the goals. And then they're also going to have to figure out the defensive aspect of, can we go for the whole second half without conceding a goal and lock Chewy Gordon down to where he is basically not even a factor, to where Capital cannot play through Chewy Gordon and expect some type of offense to develop from him. I think those two factors are going to be what BW has to work on at this point to be somewhat satisfied with the result here.
At the moment, Chewy Gordon's on the field. Also, just totally missing. Maybe changed cleats at halftime. That's a possibility. Go wide! Hey, let's go. Neon highlighter looking colored cleats in the first half. And I don't see him out there. Reyes, in fact, is moved up the left side. We've got Illumination at the center forward spot.
Go wide!
And that might, I mean,
Yeah, and you know what? Sam Spurt is in, so yeah, he came on for Gordon, so best player on Kevin's side, not even started here in the second half.
Yeah, so then at that point, I think it comes down to BW trying to figure out a way to break down this Capital back line and the whole entire defense, and just put some shots on frame and make, test Weidman's abilities a little bit more, as opposed to the first half, where I think the only shot that really tested Weidman was Danny's shot that hit the post, because Weidman was looking for it, sure, but he got lucky that it hit the post. But I think if it would have been more an inch inside of the frame, I think Danny would have scored, and it would have been a 4-1 game. And I think it gave BW a lot of confidence.
The Jackets almost scored another one when Weidman thought the ball was going to be played over the top of the bar, and it hit the intersection of the crossbar and the right post. And it nearly was rebounded into the net. So it was not a perfect half for Weidman, but
no, it wasn't. But he definitely wasn't as tested as much as he should have been. An offense we've seen score some spectacular goals out of BW.
You wouldn't think this is the case, given the 4-0 score. But BW is outshooting Capital 12-9, and both teams
Let's go, BW!
put in a good number of shots on goal. 5 for BW, 6 for Capital on frame. Rainey lost possession. Ham came in, Spurt stuck with it. Taps it ahead to Reyes with a great little deep. So trying to keep it up there. Instead, Rupel with a little tackle. Rainey, for whatever reason, overran Sweet footwork. Now he unleashes just wide right. Robson says, hey, everybody's looking at Chewy Gordon. Give me some of that spotlight. 51st minute, 4-0 Crusaders.
He almost got that spotlight on that shot. That would have been one for the highlight reel. Pretty decent distance out. It looked like it was going to go in. It was going to be right in the corner of the net.
Rainey Davis and Rupel right now, the front three. None of them have had much room to work with here in the second half. That's it forward. Rather, that's Posner, beg your pardon. Rainey realized he was going to lose it. Knox poked it free. Hamilton starting the second half at right back. Some miscommunication there. Reyes let it all the way through. Spurt with a good little spark up top. Close, head to Rainey. Robson contesting. And by Fox. Rainey looking for help. He's got caught with poor spacing. Watkins. Left-footed cross, it's a good one, right on Geither. As he was streaking down the middle of the field. He's a little far out in front of him. Geither gives him the thumbs up. He loved the pass.
It was definitely a good ball from Posner. Unfortunately, Joy was a little one step behind the play where it was just in front of him. I think if he was, on that right step where he would have been connecting with that ball, I think it would have been a goal-scoring opportunity and probably would have finished it. Made it a very different game.
Go BW!
37-43 in regulation. 4, Baldwin Wallace, nothing. Goals today, 2 from Chewy Gordon, 1 from Daniel Bundschuh, and 1 from Tristan Bentley. Came in the 5th, 20th, 25th, and 35th minutes. Reyes. Back. Knox drives a low one in. Uh-oh, here's some space for the Crusaders to work. Robson ends up going led back toward the corner. Just a takedown. Robson goes down hard. Caught his leg as he swung around. Taubenik doesn't like the call.
I'm so sorry. I think Taubenik has some credibility to him being frustrated with the call because the referee's pretty far away, and then the assistant referee who's on the sideline is right where the play happens. He doesn't wave his flag. He doesn't say that there's anything malicious there. And I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, the center referee has complete control of what he calls, but that's what your sideline refs are there for, is to give you more insight as to what's happening when you're far away.
Robson stands over at Bundschuh immediately to his left. This ball is literally sitting on the edge of the penalty area. Clock stopped at 36-26, and I did not see him give the card, but it certainly appears that Taubenik was put in the book. So he picks up the yellow card in the 54th minute. Robson rips it. All right.
Yeah, now that Taubenik's on a yellow card, he's got to be a little bit more wary of not necessarily the challenges that he made, because none of the tackles that he's made have been necessarily malicious, but in terms of being vocal with the referee, he's going to have to be a little bit more intelligent about what he says and what he says. And this guy, the center referee at this point has Taubenik's name and number, and probably isn't hesitant to finish him off and get him out of the game if he needs to.
Meanwhile, Mihal not playing in the second half. Ryan Haviland came in as the goalkeeper. Long ball played in. Taubenik heads toward the middle. Posner cracks it into the upper corner. Baldwin Wallace with their first goal of
a VW goal for number 21, Bryce Posner. And that assist is coming from number 3, JT Tabanek.
Good goal for the Jackets.
Do it again! You can tell that they've been fighting for the past 50 minutes or so to get a goal, and now they've got one. And I think it will either put them in the driver's seat for the rest of the game, or maybe they'll make Capital wake up. They were kind of sleeping a little bit since they were up ahead for a decent number of the game. But now they've got to wake up a little bit and realize that this Yellow Jacket offense can produce some goals.
Robson tried to cut it across, like he wasn't going to be able to do it on his own, and then he slid in there and did. Knox, Robson, and Gordon. That trio is darn good for Capital. Wallace ahead to Posner. Ruppel on the ground, cut off by Cole Hamilton. Meanwhile, Ohio Northern Marietta just starting the second half there. They are still scoreless.
Here we go, good team.
Not sure why, but somewhere along the way. Official says stop play.
I think it was thrown in a little farther than the head and it went out. Awesome.
Okay. Knox can launch it up the field with the best one, so. Yet. Geither. Get it centrally. Intercepted. So one times it to the middle. Tabanek back up to Ruppel. Posner on the left.
Let's go, boys!
Rainey and Ruppel try to all line up. This one was picked up cleanly by Weidman despite some serious pressure on the back half from Geither. Baldwin Wallace is just about to enter the final half hour. A minute shy of that. Got a substitution coming on for the Crusaders. Looks like Tristan Bentley is coming on for Robson.
I think it'll be interesting to see if Capital ends up putting Chewy Gordon back in.
I see Chewy Gordon sitting in street clothes over on the sideline. It actually looked like when he came out, he was on his right hamstring just a little bit. And now he is sitting on that far sideline with his right leg elevated on the bench. I don't see any ice, but a big shock.
Yeah, if he's got a slight knockout or something, at this point I think Capital's mindset is probably going to be save him for the rest of the season. He's already leading the nation second in goals scored for.
Coming in for Capital, number 17, Jake Taylor.
Let him sit out, let somebody else play the minutes, and not risk losing your star player for longer than you have to.
Capital throw in from right in front of their own bench. Make another sub. This time it's to bring Tyler Wycheck off the field. Knox launches right into the middle of the box. Got a clean head on it, but wide right. Came off Daniel Bundschuh. Okay. Crusaders, I mentioned, would love to get back to the NCAA tournament, which will culminate this year in Greensboro, North Carolina. Championship weekend for both the men and women at Division III, November 30th and December the 1st. National championship games in recent years. Messiah and Chicago, the top two teams in the country, both right now feel like they've got teams capable of winning a title. They've done it before. Weidman scoops it up. If you're a Northeast Ohio native, watching the game, if you're interested or available, want to see the Maroons from Chicago. They are coming to Cleveland in a couple of weeks to play Case Western Reserve. Actually, both the men and women play Case is 2 weeks from tomorrow, 14th of October. It's an afternoon doubleheader over on the other side of Cleveland. Both soccer teams from the University of Chicago. Ridiculously talented, but right now the men's side number 2 in the nation. If that's of interest to you, something to do in a couple weeks.
Be a good game to go to.
It would be fun. Case, especially because Case has a decent team this year.
Bet they do. Done some pretty amazing things this year so far. It'll be interesting to see how they fare against the rest of the season.
Davalos was fouled, or at least he thought so. Instead, he's the one that committed the foul. That's how we drew it up. It is not a corner kick, but it's a de facto corner for Knox. Launches it to the backside, headed back into the middle, straight down. Good sliding stop by Posner, and now here comes Rupert. Good recovery speed from Jacob Taylor.
The Capital back line is really committed to making sure that when Danny goes on a breakaway, everyone is dropping back.
Well, from a long way out, fouled as he was shooting. And the Yellow Jackets have a free kick. No booking, just a common foul. 28 minutes, 45 seconds and counting. Rupel will take it himself. Drills it to the side of the wall. Throws it back toward the middle. Davalos was there, but the flag went up. And had he scored, it would have been offside. 4-1 Crusaders. BW has scored the only goal of the second half.
You know, you gotta give Capital credit because I think Capital is one of the very few teams that have found a way to almost entirely, with some leeway, shut Danny out of the equation offensively.
Way to stay with them. Good
He's
job.
had a few good shots, a few good balls in the back. Danny's on a break with the vast majority of teams he's played. He's been just off to the races and nobody's been able to catch up to him. Capital is very committed to making sure that everyone in their back line is getting back, and it almost turns from being a 1v1, which Danny would probably win, to a 1v4, which is one of the most difficult things to do as an offensive player.
Let's go,
Brady with the right
boys.
foot.
Go.
That's some great length to it. Yellow Jackets are yelling, asking for a foul in the box. Official swallowed his whistle there. 27 minutes remaining, so we're in the 68th minute. 4-1 Capital.
Good hustle!
Quick throw in. By the way, on the ladies' side, Crusaders are beating the Yellow Jackets 3-1. And there is a stoppage. With the card coming out. Well, Tristan Bentley just picked up the caution.
That just being borderline just careless. I mean, you have possession of the ball, and you're going shoulder to shoulder with Jeremy Fowles. Your teammate snags it from you. There's nobody pressing him.
Get the goal!
Long one played in, but hangs up there for White.
And then you do something like that where you just two-arm shove, bounce out of the way just because you're frustrated. Right next to you. That's the kind of plays that could end up really hurting you in the long run because if you do that late in the game and you're already on a card or set, then you set off. Nobody wants to see that.
Long one ahead for Davis. I think Weidman may have overreacted a bit here. Davis was clearly trying to slow himself up and then help up the keeper. Weidman shoved. Davis is pleading his case. Can't stop dead in his tracks making a full sprint.
Let it wide!
Try, but it's probably not going to work out very well.
Our side, it rolls out of play for a throw-in. On the ladies' side, Rachel Bender scored in the 52nd minute. The BW surrendered another goal. Just 2.5 minutes later. They trail 3-1. It's only 2 shots down at
Coming in for Capital, number 11, Andrew McEwen, and number 14, Trevor Collins.
Trevor Collins and Andrew McEwen checking on. McEwen from Dakota West High School in Cincinnati. Trevor Collins from Olentangy Liberty in the Columbus area. Max with a rifle into the middle of the box. Defended that better in this half.
Players down!
Taylor plays hard.
Come on, White! Go, Mark, go!
Not spring with the ball, but that Shepard beat him there. Crusaders trying to penetrate the far side. This is Collins. Plays it off. Hamilton. Right-footed to the middle of the box where Davalos plays it off of Sam Spurk's line. 24-20 left in regulation. Touch from Brandon Wu down into the corner. Shoot.
Nice.
Davalos for a throw.
The one thing I think that BW has to realize now too is that you really don't want to be giving up throw-ins anymore. You know, standard tactic is when you're getting pressed and out of the back and you have nowhere else to go, it's just to clear out of bounds. But with
well, knocks through it on the back post. And Capital scores again. If you catch up with Sam Spurk waiting on the back post, and I don't know if Haviland just didn't see it or.
That's a goal for Capital, scored by number 8, Sam Spurk. That assist is coming off the throw-in from number 25, Greg Knox.
It's headed in.
But I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Is at this point, BW really should avoid giving up throw-ins because with Knox being able to throw the ball in like he does, it's essentially like they have a corner every time they throw it.
Come on, BW! Let's go! Yo,
what? Your back line.
Let's get your goal!
At that point, it kind of just comes down to, hey, if we can't keep the ball back, just clear it forward. We'll reset there and let their goalkeeper pick it up. Because giving up the throw-ins now is essentially just as bad as giving up the corner.
BW is in the middle of a bad stretch of soccer. Lost 6-1 on the road at Grove City in the midweek game. They're losing 5-1 in their OAC opener. The goal that BW scored was a good one. But that's not really much in terms of saving grace here. Greg Knox with his 2nd assist. So give him 11, and he builds on his Division III national lead in that category.
And it's almost ironic too that one of the nation's leading assisters is someone that plays in the game.
Oh, I would think it has a lot to do
That's
with
the way to do
it.
it!
He makes those throws in, and he plays a lot of the long
Stay
kicks
on it,
too.
BW, good job!
Yeah, I mean the throws are.
Without having seen their other games entirely this year, I have to imagine he's assisted on goals that were throws like that throughout the course of the year.
It has to be because, I mean, as a defensive player, unless you're playing some really rough teams or something like that, having a backline player have 11 assists in the entire season so far is either a really impressive feat and he's just very good at finding the people in the box, or defense have just let him do what he does, or what he's doing currently where he's just throwing the ball in the box and people are getting on top of him.
Who comes to it, plays out toward Davis. Brandon Lewis slides in. It's a good, clean, hard tackle.
Get your goal, Mike! Get your goal!
He's going to let Watkins throw in. Pushing and shoving in the box. Guys looking to get positioning. Wu heads it out. One shoot. Goes up toward Collins. Overhand cuts it off. This Capital team is not even receiving votes in the D3 national poll. But they are an impressive group. One shoot checks out. Capital brings Nick Scharfenberger back into the game.
Coming in for Capital number 18, Nick Scharfenberger.
Very interesting to watch. They've done what they've wanted to do from the start of the game. And every game that they've played has been like this so far. I think they deserve a ranking, at least talked about.
Well, the regional rankings haven't come out yet, but I would think that once they do, they'll be ranked somewhere in the region. But here's the other side of the coin. The reason I'm impressed with them is not necessarily just because Chewy Gordon scored twice and Jamie Robson's looked really good. Greg Knox has played exceptionally well. I think their depth is pretty good. Their guys that have come in as reserves tonight have played really hard, and quite frankly, hasn't been much of a drop-off. This one is on the way toward the middle. I mean, Sam Spurk is a little fireball. His only problem is that he's 5'8". And so Capital plays well and a lot through the air. He's not really very many headers. But boy, he runs hard after a lot of loose balls.
Oh yeah, and I mean, they've just even taking away the depth portion of it. No matter who's out on the field, they've played very consistently, very well. They've done what they've wanted to do. They have their starters out there, or their subs put in, and they've just literally done whatever they've wanted to do today. And I think it really is why they should be talked about, probably will be talked about. They've really set themselves apart from a lot of other teams, because there aren't many teams that can do what Capital is doing currently, where they're doing what they want to when they want to.
The right foot played up the right side. Faust giving chase. Actually, you know what? That's not Faust, that's Logan Davis. Kind of built similarly. Faust with back, and he is standing in the back line. Faust, Ham, Tobinek, and Watkins right now the four defenders with Posner, Davalos, Rainey, Rupel, Davis, and Geither. The attack two.
Win it wide!
Davis touches softly toward Rainey. Really good play, and now a foul the other way, and that's a yellow card. Sloppy tackle on Logan Davis. We need to be critical of the yellow jacket, but that was not a good challenge. Davis kind of knew it. He walks away hanging his head, but no argument.
And I think he knew he was going in late. I mean, in all reality, I mean, only he knows why he did. But personally, I would think that he would have fouled where he did and how he did, just to slow the play up and not give Capital a chance to go on a breakaway, which is a good foul, you know, in terms of how the foul happened. Probably not the best idea, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Just need to be careful not to get sucked into some sloppy, emotional play, just because the scoreboard right now says 5-1. Hamilton, how about going left? Right back where it came from. Rolls toward the corner. That's a good hard challenge. Clean. Davalos went right after the ball, did not come in from behind. Right back to McEwen. He got stuffed by Jacob Taylor. Taylor disagrees vehemently. Rainey. Far side now, and Faust pressed ahead. Jeremy thinking about finding Rupel. He almost found the top left corner. Did not miss by much. It's a shot not technically on goal, but my goodness, it was close to going in.
I'm surprised that's a goal kick. It looked like Weidman got a touch to it. It looked like it was going to go in.
By the way, Sam Spurk checks out of the game for Capital.
Go BW! Win it, White!
Let's see who came out of the part of
Good job, good job.
Checking in for Capital, number 23, Riley Thomas.
Riley Thomas, the sophomore from Jonathan Elder High School in Plain City. 16:25 left in regulation. Not going well for BW for the second night in a row. Creative from Davalos.
Talk, White!
Davalos moving around. Apparently didn't stop the ball where it needed to be stopped. This Capital team plays quickly. They are aggressive. They are cutthroat. They're not afraid to let you know they're here to play for 90 full minutes.
Yeah, that's true, and part of that comes from the fact that they're just the willingness to, put in all that work that it takes.
Backside, headed away by a hand.
And I think that the way for BW to really have broken down this Capital back line is to play very simplistic soccer and to play within 2 touches, because so far whenever BW is taken...
Coming in for BW, number 10, Ryan Hassel.
There's almost immediately someone else from Capital there to close them down. And I think that if BW plays very simplistic from here on out, they could find a chance to maybe score 1 or 2 more goals. And 15 minutes is not a lot of time to score 4 goals currently. And it's been done before, so it could happen.
Ryan Hassel's on for Logan Davis here. Entering the final 15 minutes of regulation. Capital scored 4 goals in the first half. BW just never recovered. They gave up a goal in the 5th minute. Things never got better. It wasn't for a lack of opportunities. The Jackets actually outshot Capital in the first half, 12-9. They're down 4-0 on the scoreboard. Knox with another good one. This one is headed right near the frame. Another near goal.
Yes.
Called against Capital as they were coming back in the field. It was away from the ball.
No, White!
I think it was for the shoving on Danny. He was just trying to press the back line. I think it was Brandon Wu that had the ball at the time.
Take it. Let's go.
Watkins.
Let's go, White! Let's go!
Posner with the right foot. Mouse kept it in play. Good hustle. Weidman pounced on it. Good effort nonetheless. That's a foul on the Crusaders.
Don't know if it was intentional. It looked like he was more or less just trying to back up, shoot the ball in the air, and watch it. Right in his way.
Freezing for the car. Can't not blow a whistle in
Go,
that
White!
situation.
Get your other goal!
Trevor Ham, who Reed Ayers is really high on. 6'2" center back. See a ton of those running around in Division III. Cross, Hassel, knocks it down. Hassel is fouled. Hewen, the culprit. Danny Rupel has only taken 2 shots all night. He does have the assist on the Yellow Jacket goal.
Get your goal!
Only one of Rupel's 2 shots have been on target.
Come on, Jacket!
good look.
It's a very good look. I mean, from roughly 18 yards out, you can't really complain with that cut.
Coming in for Capital, number 29, Rocky Jorgensen. And coming in for BW, number 6, Attila Nagy Jr. And number 7, Cannon Dees.
Putting the ball where he did made a lot of sense. If it would have just dipped down a little bit more, it probably would have scored. So I think now just Kurt has to not think about it too much and move on from it. And then play the way he wants to play the rest of the last 11 minutes and 20-some seconds.
Attila Nagy Jr. and Cannon Dees both come on here in the 79th minute. At the head of Rainey. Fight from Watkins. Capital keeps it in play. Play resumes. Thomas. Full out of steam. Pulls it off to McEwen. Well done by Thomas. Surprised Rupert played that so aggressively with his head. There was really nobody there to send the ball to.
It almost looked as if he was hoping that Cannon Dees would come onto it and he would have had enough power from the momentum of the ball originally to send it that far.
Rainey. Hard to understand that one. Essentially 10 minutes left in the game. Jackets have taken 16 shots and scored once. Capital 15 shots and they have scored 5 times. Colin Collins. So 2 more assists tonight for Greg Knox, 2 more goals for Chewy Gordon. Gordon came out in the 25th minute and has not returned. Appeared to be nursing some kind of right leg injury. I'll tell you what.
Come on, BW!
Crusaders have essentially just packed this one in. Half of their team already is putting their heat packs on and taking off their cleats. There's still 9 minutes left in the game. A few players that are neon pennies across the end line at the moment.
Coming in for Capital, number 26, Aiden Minton.
This one has not been close.
No, it definitely hasn't been. And, you know, for Capital, it's despite, goals, winning a game away in the OAC is always difficult.
Good effort by Riley Thomas to run onto the ball that Aiden Minton had been taken off. Perhaps not surprisingly, there is a very strong Columbus flavor to this Capital roster. Over the ball, deep it back to the middle, cracked it off a defender. That would have been a sweet one-time goal. There are several players from Westerville, Hilliard, Tangi, Powell, lots of high schools in the Columbus area. And there's also a good number of kids from the Cincinnati and Dayton area. They really recruit Central Ohio and Southwest Ohio very well. And of course, a few out-of-state players, but none of them are from Northeast Ohio. We have a young man from Toledo. Chase Geddes is from Sunbury, Ohio. It's just a little bit north of Columbus.
Still Central Ohio.
Fox rolled it to an open teammate. Jay Hoff checked in.
You talk about the recruiting aspect, and I think it's, I don't know if ironic or funny is the right terminology, but I think it's interesting that a lot of teams
Go!
Back to Ruppel. Danny taken down in the box. And it's a penalty. A clear cut penalty. And Lipton coming out. It's on Shane Niemeyer. Sloppy tackle. And Danny Ruppel's got a penalty kick. We're in the 84th minute. So Danny Ruppel, who, if it wasn't for Chewy Gordon, would be running away probably with the conference scoring title. Saved! Boy, if that's not an exclamation point as to how this night is going. Ruppel denied by Logan Weidman. Nice diving effort from Weidman.
That's a corner for BW, number 7, Cannon D's.
Corner kick, Cannon D's standing over it.
Get your goal!
Swings in with the right foot and headed well out of danger.
Stay on him!
You know, Weidman hasn't had a perfect game, but he's had a very ideal season or conference opener. Wasn't tested very much for the first half, hasn't had to work too hard for the second half. He's had a few attempts that have had to work pretty hard to one of them. But I mean, to really let one goal up against, you know, a team that has Danny Ruppel scoring as well as Chewy Gordon has for the most part is an amazing feat.
Ruppel looking for that opening. Weidman had it measured. 5:30 left to go. Sends it up the pitch.
Run it wide!
Part of me wants to say the player of the game is Chewy Gordon because he scored 2 goals. He has at least 2 goals in a game for the 6th time this season. He's only out there for 25 minutes. Actually more prone to say that the player of the game is either Greg Knox.
Coming in for Capital, number 16, Quentin Hayslop.
Knox, 'cause he's got 2
Number
assists.
21, Matt Cash. Number 27, Kevin Kasprazik.
They both have been very impressive.
And coming in for
Knox
BW,
especially,
number 11,
because of the fact that
Dylan
he
Keeling.
has done so much for his team. Throw-ins he's had, assisting 2 of the goals, one of which being Chewy Gordon. Defensively has been a solid player in the back, hasn't really been beaten one-on-one. I mean, it's literally been, I think, what would be considered as close to a perfect game for a player who possibly could have. And I think that goes to Knox currently, just because he's played so fantastic well today.
Capital rolls to some open space. Dominic lost his footing, but no foul. Riley Thomas now. Comes toward the corner. A little too strongly in the box for Kasperzak. Foul on Capital. Only 3.5 minutes left to go in the game. 5-1 Crusaders. Yellow Jackets. Ladies side, BW is trailing 4-2. Yellow Jacket goals tonight. Yellow Jacket women.
She's a fantastic player to watch, too.
They were calling American a year ago.
Gosh dang it.
Let's see what
outcome of this game hasn't really been in jeopardy for a while. Capital is going to improve to 7-2.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I think we usually take that one down before this one.
Loss of the season. Now it's soul searching time. For BW after losing 6-1 at Grove City, at least 5-1 tonight. Hosting Ohio Northern on Wednesday. That won't be a cakewalk by any stretch of the imagination.
No, I definitely won't, especially with Ohio Northern's record historically in the conference. They're always a top contender. They always play really well. So, like you said, it's going to take some soul searching from here until Wednesday.
That's 2 minutes remaining in the final half.
Got to take a hard look at themselves and say, it's not how we wanted to do things. We got to figure it out right now and play the way that we want to play from here the rest of the season.
Capital foul. Crusaders getting frustrated. Nagy rolls to Kennedy's. Mayhoff. Dominic.
Go wide. Come on, BW.
Kennedy's chests it down. Lobs it over the top. Osmer's played a lot of minutes tonight. Now Faust. Good feed. Nagy squares toward the goal. This is Dylan Keeling. Just a little effort. Final minute. Mention the Yellow Jackets are hosting Ohio Northern. Coming up next for Capital. Go to Heidelberg Wednesday, and then they'll have back-to-back home games against John Carroll and Marietta. Then they got to go to Mount Union. This is a really important stretch for the Crusaders. They can get through the next couple of weeks against those 4 teams in particular. 3-1 or 4-0. Maybe I should say this: if they can lose, obviously you can draw games. If they were to lose no more than 1 game, because they feel really good about their chances at tournament time over the year.
They definitely are. I think if they
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So there's the final hole in Capital 5, BW 1. A game tonight that was one-sided from the outset. A goal in the 5th minute from Chewy Gordon. He scored 15 minutes later. And the Yellow Jackets never could come up with an answer tonight. Believe it or not, BW actually outshot Capital 18-15 this evening.
That will conclude tonight's OAC matchup. Yellow Jackets falling a little bit short tonight, 5-1 in favor of Capital. Please drive home safely. Thank you for attending.
Have a good night, everybody.
Go ahead, Mike.
Just wait till Aaron kills Boxcast, but 60 seconds. Aaron, I'm off and give it like 60 seconds.
I know there's bags for the tripod.
Yeah, they're